Hey guys, how's it going? Editing Dylan here. So today we have an Ash guide for you. You know, pretty much just like a basic Ash guide, nothing too like it's for the beginners, right? Not for like intermediate players. So if you're just picking up Ash, watch this guide. You'll find out the basics, and you'll be better than all the other beginning Ash players. So yeah, see you guys later. Peace out.
Range fight with a guy like this, and they'll just like they'll be close and they'll just do that. Right? It just goes past him. So if you're in...
I ain't got time to bleed.
If you're in close proximity like this, just throw it up the floor. Because it'll for sure stick them then. If you throw it at the floor, they'll walk in the circle, because it's a pretty big circle. And if you throw it at them, there's a way smaller chance of it hitting them. So just throw it at the floor, because then you ensure you're hitting them. Right, because like if we throw this down, look at how big the range is, right? So just throw it up the floor. Don't throw it past them, unless you're like, if you're far back. If you're far back, throw it up like directly at them. All right, because you can. Like,
these pitiful, allowing themselves to be caught.
But then, like, also, if you can't see the floor and they're like up there, then you just want to throw it at them, right? You want to do your best you can to track them. If you miss them, you miss them, but just do your best you can.
Not caught, like a rat in a trap.
Okay, whatever. So, a second thing, there is the, there we go. I see a lot of like bad portals now. I do a lot of bad portals sometimes too. If I'm being honest, this thing is very janky, right? You can like have it all the way up there or something, and it will just disappear. It will go down, right? It's the placement is pretty bad on it, right? But I've seen a lot of bad portals, bro. I'm being completely honest. Like they'll be standing back here. They'll do like that much damage. The full team will be there, and they'll just like,
the phase tear.
Go behind him and get literally beamed, bro. So it's not smart to rush into a full team, obviously. The more used for like an escape tool, or if someone's weak and trying to get away, I don't use it to rush into a full team. It's not smart. So say like this guy right here. Say I get him weak and he's like an Octane or something. He's running away. I want to be like, okay, get close and just finish him. Just close. I use it to close the deal, right? I don't use it to rush into a full team and be like, okay, time to kill you guys. I use it to close the deal a lot more. It's rather close the deal with it or get away, right? Those are the actually there's three: close the deal, get away, or take height. We've shown you that one. So, say you're in this fight and you get beamed by this guy, and you're like, oh shoot, and then you're back here.
A phase tear. Use it.
You can take it back and heal up. But another thing is, if they go through the portal and you just came through the portal, walk backwards, because then they'll come out facing this way, and you have the advantage because you get a few free shots. So, that's one of the better things to do. And then finally, if we go up, this one you'll use a lot in like ranked and other stuff as well, because if you're looking for a good spot, say like there's a team right there or something, and you really want to get better, they increase the length of her portal, so you
Cutting a
take
phase
height.
tear.
It's a lot more versatile than it was a few seasons back. So yeah, taking height is really good.
Time caught with no way out.
Now, they did buff her arc snare last season, so it's much like you don't want to miss your shots with it, because it's really good. Like the range is bigger, it goes faster, and when you hit people with it,
Time to bind you.
it slows their movement a lot more, so it's really easy to hit. That's not just on the dummies. Like, it happens to them in game. So, like, you don't want to miss your shots with it. So that's why I'm saying if you're close enough, you see them, hit the floor, because they'll run into it. You're increasing the odds of hitting them if you throw it on the floor because they run into it. If you just throw it like, let's wait for it to recharge. But if you just throw it past them, they're not gonna get hit by that. Like, say you're right here and you're like, oh,
Not so fast.
like
Time
right
to
past.
bind you.
So I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, don't throw it past them. If you're close enough, throw it on the floor because it'll hit them. But if they are far away and you can't see the floor, then
This caught like a rat in a trap.
well, those are just like the basics. All right, I've told you this isn't going to be a very advanced guide. I'm just going to go over a few things. Now, the passive, right? I can't show you the passive in here, but I'll show you some clips of it on the screen after, because I'll be in an actual game. But with the passive, like, it's kind of hard, because if they just came out of a fight, you can scan it, yes, but they'll probably be more on edge then. Because if you get like if you get them from a box that they killed like a few fights ago, sure, they might be far away, but they won't know where it's coming from, right? Because okay, it's kind of hard to explain, honestly, but if you actually, that's just in general. If you hit the passive on a box and they've been in multiple fights, they don't know from which fight you scan the box from, so they don't know where you're coming from. So the passive is like very like one-dimensional. There's not too much to it. You just scan it and get them, right? Though for people that don't know, the boxes with the skull on it, the team that has killed that team has been killed. So don't scan it. You're wasting your time because you're not going to get anyone. I used to have that problem too. I was like, why isn't it scanning people? Because that team's already dead. So you only scan the boxes that have the knife icon because that team is still alive. So, oh yeah, another good example is, look, I can't see the floor. I'm going to try my best to hit this.
These times, I have caught them.
If you can see the floor, you throw it at the floor at their feet. If you can't, you just do your best to track them with it because the range is increased now. So let's wait for it to get back and then, you know, do some shenanigans with that. Oh, look, there he is. Look at the floor. Right, he just runs into it. And then, you know, take the portal. Take height behind him. And, you know, it's the same stuff. Very basic. Ash is not like that. Ash isn't like a lot of other characters. Like, Revenant probably has more steps to him than Ash does. You can also, another thing I just thought about. If you come over here, say like you're weak. Oh, you have to heal.
These bonds aren't easily broken.
Throw it on a door. They're not going to want to push a door where they're going to get tethered and damaged. So it's a very good distraction, right? Like if people are pushing you, it's the same thing with a Rev Silence, which will kind of be obsolete next season with the Rev Reborn. But yeah, if you're on a door and you're trying to heal, they'll probably try and kick down the door. But if you throw your arc snare down on the door, they're not going to want to push through and take the damage and get tethered because they'll have no movement. So that's another thing you can do. So yeah, that's a very basic Ash guide. You know, not much more I know to it. I just do what I can. If I learn any more, I'll probably make a future guide, an advanced one. But these are just really just the basics.
Let's put you in a bind.
Yeah. So that's basically it. I'll see you guys next time, and peace out.